feel like this light's going to attack me. Bye-bye. Alright. It's time to sprout some artistic plants and grow things. Now, it has been a chaotic morning, as always. But that's not going to stop this, googly-eyed mayhem. Magicazam! Yeah, googly mayhem. So, today is just work-along stream. Basically, I do not entirely all the behind-the-scenes offline work, but I work on getting pieces done that will be hopefully revealed soon. And it's just make a cool art stuff and have a dorkable crafting time. Because I am tempted to try and make those Wormel pipe cleaner-esque earrings. But I do want to get some more work done. So for now, let us go to the void. Woo. Welcome to the void. The void is going to be populated with markers. Because, that's right, with the floating head. Oh, I didn't add my floating head. I can add my floating head though. Let me exist. Where am I? It is me? Maybe? Yes! That was a violent yes. Okay. I'm a bean, and I exist too. Skirt out rainbows. Bleh. Anyhow, so, it is going to be drawing for the most part, or at least the start, because as you see these froggy grippers, I didn't add the music back in. Oh goodness. See, you learn the tricks and then you forget to systematically add all the tricks into the different scenes to make music happen. Yeah. It's very quiet, but that's alright. Ding. Yeah, so just like my first paper model, I'm going to be drawifying the next model because paper has not reached its full papery potential. And I do like the paper model, but I'm going to be a little less strict in how I make this one, so it does not have to be a physical puppet. The first one was legitimately a physical puppet that I built joints that were opposable, but yeah, that would be frustrating and annoying because I had to sit and cut out all the tiny little eyelashes and I'm like, oh, that was pain. And then to not have them explode and go everywhere was like, the scale was like, the face was like this big, that. So to have tiny eyelashes this big, wait, how do I, oh, there we go. Tiny eyelashes like this big on a face that big that wouldn't flop around everywhere and get lost. It was, oh, so painful. So yeah, to that end, I am going to not make it a physical model in the I can hold in my hand sense, and instead just like digitally augment the paper bits to fit together. It's less painful. And then if I'm truly happy with the design, I can make a physical model if need be, because there is so much comedic potential. Like that pie video that never got pied. There was a whole magic wheel and secret pie because it was all about what pie is best. I'm still upset that some people don't like pie. Pie is just great. There's meat pie, there's veggie pie, there's dessert pie. Okay, I think it's probably, oh, 2 other markers I see. Yeah, there's my main sort of marker pile bit. Oh dear. Ooh, I have some of my ink pen ones. Yeah, I love brush pens. That's a lovely time. I might do some rough sketching with a Sharpie. We'll see. But yeah. I'm quite happy with the color palette. I don't even know how to make the music more musically. I'm so sorry. Water. Hydrate. Glug. Glug, glug, glug. Okay, you be nice, water. Nicely water. Collapse the pile. I think the first part is obviously going to be sketch-a-do. I will, however, let the bird know that I have birded. Well, I mean, this is not birding, but eyes are doing a thing. Birds said they might pop in later. And we always appreciate hearing from our bird friend. Blump. Okay. Magicazam. Haha. Okay, so with the initial paper Yucan, there are certain stylistic things, features that have to be there, which are, oh, it's gonna be upside down. I could flip the camera thing to do magic Kazam, so I don't have to try and draw upside down. Alright, flip, vertical. Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! I just realized the camera's not even covering the full void. Oh my goodness. Wait, no. This is wonderful. I can add the chat in. Haha! Boom, 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 boom. That's right. I can add stuff with the power of... Not pencil, this is a pen. Well, magic of science. In the name of I'm hitting buttons, you're going to do as I command. What is it called? Royal Rainbow? Oh, there's a rainbow. I mean, you don't see the magic rainbow yet, but I do. It's very magical. It'll surprise you. No one expects the secret rainbow. Rainbow. This is a box. I believe it is the correct box. Oh, quit being slightly wider than I need you to be, box. There we go. Ring. That's right. There's now an invisible text box. And it's going to say, bleep. Glink. Maybe. Yes, this is beep beep. Okay, okay. Yes, excellent. Okay. So, features of the Yucan. Gotta have these little like, pen, don't give it on me. So they got the ears. They're cat-ish ears. And you got your little fluffs like usual, but fins. I don't know why fins emerge from the ears, but that's just how it's always been. So you gotta have the little fins. And I may be able to pull this light to be more light-esque. Oh my gosh. That is a stretch to make happen. And cables and doodage. Okay. So that might help the camera just a tad. Alright, so you got fins in ear. You need to have these like floofy hair bits that make like, I don't know, kind of like horned little hats. Pew, pew. That's another key element. Eyeballs, like googly eyeballs specifically, always important. Okay, the ones for the eyebrows do not need to be this big, but you get the point. Womp. This is how I felt about technology and everything betraying me just before the stream. It's not a betrayal. I just had to move setups, and I was like, no, I was gonna do this. And the markers were in with other markers. And I was like, where is this specific color palette of markers? With the other markers I'd already pulled out. And I'm like, no. Gosh. Yeah, how can I make the Magoogleic more magoogy? So yes, we got little grumpy eyes. Wonderful. Maybe if I switch it to sock rock? Let's try. No, that's spooky sock. Wait. I'm so confused. 7, 8, 9. Did I even set up? What? I think I've just labeled things wrong. Does sock rock get summoned with like 4 or 5? Nope. No. Okay, well. It's not too quiet, I guess. We'll stick with the BGM for now. But yeah, I got these little bang things. They're like bang, bang. But the bangs themselves can't change. They're not important to the element. Having the side bits of floof hair, or some difference in hair lengths and heights, that's key. Womp womp. Yeah. Other key elements to the Yucan is design things, such as be fashionably some confusing and interesting. I sometimes will color block outfits and I'm just like, I can't. It needs to have different textures, a shape, the silhouette, something. I can't be a box or a blob unless it's like my clothes are literally a cardboard box, like full on block. Otherwise, I'm just disappointed. So yeah, I gotta curb that expectation. But yeah, it's trying to figure out what the next paper dimension is. Because you can do the classic, like, cutout clothes. So we've got a little bod here, boop boop boop, you got some circles, you make them, I don't know, hip things, leg dudes, gonk. Got them knobby knees because they're monkeys. What a song that was. I think I learned it back in kindergarten. They eat bananas, not cheese, because they're monkeys. Yeah, so we got a bod thing, boop boop. I don't know, I can add some, like, shoulder-iness in here, yeah. Bonk. Okay, I might have made the frame a little wider. But that's okay. So we got, like, probably gonna have some sort of joints here. Womp womp. But I want to further lean into the paperness for how I style the joints, even. Yeah, then we got face. Womp. Like a big circly fish. Alright. So. I mean, I have a surprise thing of like, ooh, this is going to become fish-esque. I actually already have that part drawn. Womp womp womp. Yeah, fish. But the overall model texturing shape, that's what I redo again. So, paper joints usually have the big fasteners, so what if we made like giant knobs here for joints? Oh, yes. Okay, I have an idea. So those knobs can have like the little fringely bits. Because this is something that wasn't apparent on the model before. But right in here, we had like... Oh, what is that line? Clavicle? It's like you got the little like, yeah, like there was those lines, and then this symbol was like hidden in there before, but it was pretty light, so it wasn't that noticeable, and it wasn't explained. But I want this thing to stay because it has a point. I mean, it has many points. It's got different angles, but that's not the goal. So, what I'm going to say is we do this. I mean, this is obviously upscaled, so I'll scale that down. But the joints essentially will have those elements sticking out of it as like pins for your old paper dolls where you put the little fastener pins in between. And then, in terms of stylization, I can keep it paper-esque, so just like have kind of, I don't know, like very base shape, like twigness. So that would be like a blump. Yeah, that's a good base shape. And then maybe just for hands, instead of having the big joints, because it's a lot of detail to have, it can be something simpler like bows. Yeah, like a little bow thing. Ding. Or, oh, I know. It's like little glove cuffs. It's like sometimes old Lolita outfits will have the little fringe frills of floofy cuffs. So yeah, that can be what hides that hinge. Yeah, I like the idea of having little bow trims. Because it's gotta be a proper doll. Gotta be a darling doll. You can't dawdle on being a darling. Otherwise you'll get replaced, doll. Yeah, okay. Alright, so the biggest question is outfit. It has to be somehow slightly formal doll. So, what if we add like vest shape? So I had the paper cutout vest, but it can be kind of like almost swimsuit-esque. Classic paper dolls always had like those base like body swimsuit things over top. Cause it's like, oh my gosh, don't show them dolly bits. Even though like if you had a Barbie doll, they don't have bits. They're just plastic, man. As all. It's plastic all the way down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because if I just made a baseline little bodysuit thing, I don't know, womp. The bodysuit itself can be either solid color or have some little bits of patterning. I'm trying to resist adding outfit detailings to an underlayer. Oh, aesthetic or death? I might be choosing aesthetic. Okay, just give it something. Oh, I could do a wrap. So it can be a case of this has like a drape scoop of like different color banding. So it's still undersuit body layer, it doesn't change the structural shape, it doesn't add more detail per se, it just has like a scoop of like a mix match top cover. I think that is acceptably slightly extra, but not too extra. Yeah, because if it's light colors, then it'd be fine. Because even with the paper dolls, they'd have like the little trim and stuff, or whatever type thing. Yeah. Okay. So. I still gotta make them fashionably doll. Ooh, eyeball. Yes, big eyeball. Oh my god, yes, big eyeball in hair. And the hair's all like, whoop, boop, boop. Yes. Oh, I really want to want a fishbowl now. I don't think I'd be able to get a fishbowl in my hair. But I can try. Womp womp. Got the ears, got the... I don't know, I guess this ear's kind of squooshed. Yay! Oh yes, the heart nose. Heart nose is staple. And usually little dots on each side. That is just something that has always been done with my makeup quite frequently. Perfection. And I can have little booples, little side curly whirly twirls. Yes, twisty wisty. Gorge, yes. Bump bump. Yay! That's pretty cute. But knowing me, is it enough? So I gotta decide the over top layer outfit. A swim throw. Ooh, yeah, swim throw. Okay, so we have like flowy thing, long sleeve bits. Yes, swim throw. Like a cover up top thing. Yeah. Very flowy and frilly. Ooh, look, have a little frill bottom. Yes. Ruffles. Gotta get them ruffles in. And I can bring back the bow motif. Perfection. Because that has the classic sort of doll bits to have the little bows. Spiffy. I don't think I want to do much up top. I would probably increase the scoop and have more like gathering pleat to give it shape. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, it would almost be like a transparency mesh like overlay. So I gotta have some cool sporty swim bottom things. Oh, I have an idea and a half. Take this base mesh of like the swimsuit, because I'm probably not going to have the frills there, and have a variant where it's like the classic, like full on, like wetsuit swimsuit thing. And that pattern can match that pattern. Turn, there we go. Well, I tried to spell. Goodness, yeah, okay, so then it's like, woo, scale. Because this top part doesn't have to change. But I could have the scaling start at this part of the suit. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's a dapper idea. But if I remember the old fishbowl hairstyle from memory, I can try to draw that. So basically, you gotta have a fishbowl. And then kind of like a space bun, you have like the hair in there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I don't know, you got that fish. Whoop. And the fish is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, listen here, fish. I'm trying to create a beautiful hair accessory of a fishbowl on my head. Yeah, so fishbowl on head, bun, messy bun inside. Do-do-do. And obviously you got your actual head, and then most of hair is in bun. So you're gonna have some bit fluffed about, I don't know. Front hair. And then you gotta have your little side floofs, because that's what hides not human ears? I don't know. It's what hides the lack of human ears. Yeah, we got the little floof, 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 floof. Womp. Why are the eyes so terrifying? Well, there's a reason I'm so good at making horrifying images. And it's because I just unintentionally do it all the time. I don't even have to try at this point. I genuinely am just making a thing that's sweet and nice and is like, not the goal. Okay, it looks a little more horrifying in person than on camera, but shh, it's fine. It's fine. There, now it's like softer and it's got like cute cheeks, so it's friendly. Please, it's not scary. Jeez. Okay, it's pretty cute now. I wish the Camaruru would focus more, but shh, it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Oh, and I have like little, just like fruitful bits. Yeah. Whatever fruitful bits means, I don't truly know, but there's little side blinkle blankles of short hair. That's so cute, actually. Damn it. I really did like the other. There could be 2 hair variants. Alright, now just to make a cool eyeball sake, I gotta just make a cool eyeball. Alright. Oh, I had a ball of a time. Brush pens are just beauty. Oh my goodness, yes. Such satisfying. Oh my god. One thing with this one is I can't dilute it unless I get water in a brush. I do have others that are pressure release for ink. This one's just a cartridge. Look at that. Lovely. I had way too much little line folds at the bottom, but still. And little freckly bits. Heart nose. It's a little bit smooshed in terms of face scaling, but this is being drawn diagonally, so what do you do when you diagonally doodaloo? Man, one day I want to sit and try and work in the method more like Ibuki Satsuki. Their ink drawings are gorgeous. I always forget the name of the series because it's based off of a like big MMO RPG. But there's a full-on comic series that Ibuki Satsuki has illustrated, and I've almost definitely gotten the intonations wrong for their name, but their art is just beautiful. Like every single illustration for that series, for the most part, and most especially your cover pages and things like that, like they're just, I've already gotten pen on me. They're like the same level that you get a single illustration from a lot of artists from, except it's an entire like hundreds of chapters series, and it's gorgeous. They have such like soft brushwork, and it's so like fluid and watercolor. I'm like, oh yes, more of that. more of it. Because I did remember looking into their art books, I don't know, a couple years ago or something. I was just like, I don't know how best to get these or which one to pick. So I sat on it, and now I gotta think about it again because I really love their stuff. It's so good. Yay! I'm edible. Blush lines, yes. Oh, the best part, hair. The texture in this. If I can hold up the camera and it won't freak out. Come on, be good. Be good. Wait, let me flip it. Camera, please, please. Camera. Show them the texture. No, it's not going to. Okay, fine. Basically, what I'm trying to describe and say is the texture in this line, where the ink is not fully sitting flat and you're getting bits missing because of the bristles. Oh, that is what makes brush nib pens just the shit for me. It gets the softness, it has grain, like, gorgeous. I really just don't want to do what I'm supposed to work on. Because I do this, and I'm just like, full-on model. But I have not practiced proper ink drawings in such a long time. So that would be a fight. Because I love traditional, like, ink drawings. The skills in that is so, like, superb. Is this gray? Ooh, it's okay, it's slightly cool gray. Oh, I have an extra ink cartridge. Yes, that is good news. Oh no, where are my other markers? Yep, so I only got the one brush nib one in here. And I want different line thicknesses. But we can do this the painful route. Alright. One last thing. We're gonna do a new sketch. Because I'm happy with this resolved sort of design plan. But I love this. And so this has to happen. It doesn't have to be done today, but I do most definitely want to fiddle with that right now. So, figure out overall silhouette. The frog hero. No one knows what I'm talking about. The frog hero is a reference to a previous thing I had done, I don't know how many years back now. Basically just person standing on a cliffside with poncho swaying in the wind. And it's like a large woven hat, but instead it was a frog head silhouette. And then the frog head like came to life, and then its tongue shot out, and then everything like spiraled in like a vortex. Frog. Actually, is that what? I might have made that the same time that I made my actual frog mask. That makes sense now. I always I couldn't remember why that was the choice, but yes, that makes sense. So, frog mask. No, I'm not doing a frog mask now. I could do a frog hood. I love the idea of a poncho that sways. So, I'm gonna have, I don't know, neck thing. That's a face. Sure. Well, big ploofy neck bit. Or hood. That's the word I'm looking for. It's gonna have some of that froggy goopy eyes. Womp. That's cute. Womp. Don't worry, they'll be set up to sit properly on their head, so it'll be like womp and womp, womp, womp. Yeah, that's how hoodies should look. It's like I've worn the shed fur of a Muppet. Okay, that's fine. Main thing is that this is like poncho capelet. Capelet is the answer, yep. Capelet is the answer. Silhouette of a capelet flowing in the wind is just more fun than full-on cape. Because full-on cape moves rhythmically like a flag, whereas when you got the poncho, it does this little ripple and billow around. Much more interesting movements you'll get from that. Okay, so that is overlayer. Because underneath that bluey frog cape, this is the style. What do I want with that style? It's still going to be flowing garments, so I want something that drapes. Not necessarily sleeves that are droopy like this, but drapey pants, like flowy pants. Oh yeah, I know what it's going to be. Okay. Now, I know this is going to seem strange, but I have peculiar pants like this. They basically have built-in suspenders, and then the pants are basically like, might as well be two full, like, circle skirts wrapped around your legs. It's just big, billowy bits. So much fabric gathers. But you can then kick, and it's got nice movements. Like, it's very funky. Now, obviously, it won't sit directly like that shape, but yeah. This is just giving flashbacks to Soul Eater. I think it was the Mouse Witch. She had, like, suspenders of the overall things. One of the witches, because it was either Frog Witch or Mouse Witch. Yeah. Vibe. They have some cool outfit designs. Alright. So, for the top portion, it can be kind of like a loose hang fabric. Like those dress shirts that have the flow gathers, where it just kind of like... Yeah, yeah. Just sort of a chill top bit. It's just so fun. But I actually know what type of jacket fits better underneath. And it's got a silhouette similar to, like, Star Wars. But it's literally just a giant circle skirt with holes. And ties. Just having ties that'll move with the outfit would also be amazing. Yes. Perfect. Because that can be a stiffer fabric. And then it's brought to life with the movement of the other ones. That is so hard to see. So, recap. Basically, hood, eyeballs, cape, lit. Underneath capelet we have loose top that has kind of a draping gather. So it does woo woo. And it's just pretty chillax. And we also have the suspender bits to flowy pants. And over top of those elements of the below, we have the circle skirt jacket that will sit like so. I don't think this has made it any more clear. And the arms should have some sort of ribboned piece for more flowy bits. And perhaps an arm cuff. Like an added arm sleeve to the other that can also have the flowy bits. The frog face is sending me. Oh my goodness. Come on. Make bigger eyeballs. Stare into their soul. Yeah. Why is it so spooky? I'm making it more terrifying. Oh my goodness. Now it's just goofy. Perfect. Okay. So with that as the setup, I can now. Oh. Okay, how can I set this up? Wait, no. Come on. Close enough. I can see it. That's what's necessary for the drawing part right now. So let's start with the face. Now, the eyes are most important to me, so I gotta make that design first and upscale it, like a ton. So I always make the face a lot bigger. It's easier to shrink down and compress details than to regain the details. Because for my process, I gotta take a picture of this, and then I gotta clean it up digitally, cut any excess background bits, and add that into oh yes, add that into Live 2D. So, eyeball. First things first, we're gonna start with the pupil. Yes. Go with the shine. And this is the softer gray. Wink. Wonderful. There we go. And I'm going to continue this outward. But yeah, for the most part, most of the other behind the scenes tech now, I'm like, I can do. I know how to do it. It still takes time because I like to sit and animate things, and that's not a process I have optimized. But that's just a lack of knowing timings and practice. Because usually I'll just be like, this is start and this is end. And then I'll animate it half the time in reverse order. And that's like, well, shoot. The speed at which this plays through, the motions are fine. But I don't have the smoothness, all the in-betweens that I need. And instead of drawing the in-betweens and knowing the actual timing and setting the timing in advance, oh no, I just slide the timing down so that the general movements I've done, the majority work, and then I fix up the ones that didn't sync up with the timing. And for some things, it does actually work out in my favor. The flames for Critical Roast, yeah, that was quite the thing. Because in the small scale, the little blue flame, like, great timing, perfect. I took those same flames and upscaled them to do the red part, or the orange flame, and because of the scale, it's too jarring. And I was like, it needs to be slower because it's a bigger fire, but I didn't want to have to sit and draw more because it's like, I think that was at least 19 different frames I had to sit and draw by hand. And I went back through each one multiple times during the original coloring process to add like more lighting and stuff. So one pass was the shape, one pass was all adding little sparks that would come off. The other pass was all the added lighting in the center, so it's radiating. Yeah, that was poor planning on my part. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I don't know why I'm adding this weird outskirt bit to the eye, but this is what's happening now. But So yeah, essentially with that whole escapade of flames, I was like, I don't want to sit and do all of that again, because I was 19 frames the first time. And I'm like, no. So the answer was, I took all the flames, scaled them up as a group, separated them again, recolored all of them, just kind of like color swatching. And then from there, I duplicated each frame in the larger scale animation part, and I just blurred. I would pull the highlights and stuff and just move it around. And it actually does work. The timing could be refined, but it actually has that like sort of flickering effect on the actual flame wood, where it's not always like the whole silhouette and shape is moving, it's the light of the movement inside because of how a campfire is layered. So I'm actually really happy with that. But the actual lack of movement of the overall shape was just because I forgot to un-alpha lock the layers, so while I was blurring and moving and smudging stuff, it would not change the shape because I can't remove or add when it's alpha locked, essentially. I can only do stuff on top of the silhouette. So, yay for errors. Alright, let's pull this a little darker. That's better. I really like the pigment on this. The camera won't see it as much, but especially when it's first drying, it's such a vibrant black. I'm just like, oh. Especially when you contrast it with the gray next to it. It's like, ooh, yeah. I filled in the wrong part. Well, on one side it was perfect. I mean, I could digitally add it back in, but I think it's more interesting this way. So what I can do is I can try to highlight those just a little more. Ooh, yeah, I really like that. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit to the edges. Or I'll pull it out. That way I have a little more control on the brush strokes. Ooh. Okay, now I gotta pull in again because this is easier. Pull out. I messed that up a little bit too much. But it's still got enough contrast. I really like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go this outer part. Ooh, yeah, that's really... Okay, in all honesty, I think we could actually add the spooky BGM now because this looks so ominous. Let me check the volumes. Oh yeah, the choppy edge here is just what this needed. I will just hide some of the little thread lines of the gray that poked out further, but I'm not gonna solidify that edge. I'm gonna just keep it somewhat evenly breaking at the edge, not in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that choppy radiating effect is just what the doctor ordered. Ooh, you can actually see yeah, you can see how wet the ink is. Oh yeah. Man, I really wish the camera would crispen up, but I didn't want to kill the other camera's battery. There. Turn down the sound quality a little bit. I think for the eyelashes, I'm going to do the same kind of process. Work in the gray first. Oh, sneeze. Okay, sorry. The rainbow immediately went bleh as soon as I sneezed, and I was like, well, that was kind of fun. And I am going to make the eyelash part over top. And it's not necessarily about keeping it to scale. It's more so just so I can actually visualize what it looked like together. Yes, excellent. With how fierce this eye is. So I either have to go small, spindly bits, which it's gonna be painful. Or I gotta go very sharp lines, like make a block shape. So I'm gonna combine a little bit of both here. I think, as painstaking as the answer to this conundrum on top is, bottom lashes have to be more scratchy. This is too soft. Okay, so go all ham on this. Because I really hope I can just kind of get it to auto filter and remove all the paper for this ink style one, because then it's like full on ink drawing, and it could literally be a layer that would blend with any background and scene. So you make all your paper backgrounds and stuff, and it's like walking through it. Oh, that would be great. Ooh, I really like that. Now, normally I like to bunch textural lines on the face, exaggerations for movements close, but since I have to be able to move these separate, I'm gonna have to pull it down. So ones up top I tend to pull up more regardless. That was a mistake. That's fine. I can clean that up pretty easily. Alright. Time for the scary part, adding the darker black. Okay, let's go. Main line here. Ooh, what if I don't fill it all in? I just add motion elements to it. Following sort of the stroke. Leave it that actual lighter cobalt. Yeah, okay. And those two lashes mingle. Womp. Oh, wonderful. There we go. Oh my goodness, I feel like I have to sneeze again. Just gonna add a little more lines into here. I'm really scared of this bottom layer though. I gotta be very careful in how I want to do this. I nearly eat the pen. Oh gosh. Alright. Perfect. Oh, it looks so interesting with the... Here, let me move the light. Oh. 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 Is that more accurate to how it's... kind of. You better see this section now. When I was like this before. Like, blinding. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. Okay. Let me... Oh. Maybe there's a medium level I can reach where to be happy. Okay. I think that's closest to a medium happy for light levels can get. Yeah, that way you just see a little more of the line work. Yeah, I like that sprinkling there. I will add in something a little thicker and more broken at the front, yeah. Just to offset it, otherwise it's too solid when I've had the softened dispersed. Ooh, that might be a little much. But even it out. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that eye. And then for the other eye, you reverse pancake it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, let's work on parts of the elephant outfit. Oh my goodness. Well, actually no. Let's do facial feature page. So the nose is going to be the important part. I'm going to go straight in with this black. Yoop. Wink. And then I'm going to immediately switch now to the gray. Give it some directional shadow. Perfect. Pull that in. emotes again. Oh dear, I got too excited. Alright, let's throw in this middle bit. So, we have a basic toning. Some lines are thicker than others, but I already knew I wanted to cross-hatch this. So I can't quite keep it as a consistent thin stroke. So changing directions is the best way to change tones without having to fight that as much. Yes, this is happier. I'm gonna pull some this way. Alright, that's not half bad. Okay, pull this down a little more because that's where the actual depth of the nose would change. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. And I'm gonna add in. Just give it that extra little contrast boost. Yeah. And the same with right here. We're gonna just add extra pull of contrast. And it might die down a little bit because it is the same ink color I'm using. But yeah, it just pushes it that extra bit to elevate some of the elements in it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It focused. And I kicked my desk. Well, and I punched my desk. No, not good. Okay. There's always a little... Alright, my hand's not covered in ink for once. Woo! Crisis averted. I always have the little freckles on my character. I mean, I say freckles, but they're usually just white dots. That's why I have a giant crayon thing for my face. It's also good for drawing clouds. Ooh, interesting. Sock rock doesn't repeat. Ah. So I do have to tell it to loop. Well, that's something I'll make a note for later. Blush lines don't need to be as dramatic and detailed, so let's just throw some here. Yeah, so I'll probably cut it there. Eyebrows are interesting because I need big googly eyes. So, gray first for googly eyes. Googly eye tutorial 101. Make a circle. That was not a circle. Circular-ish shape. Approximately circle shape. And you make an inner approximately circle shape. And you don't even have to fill all of it in. You just do some of it. And you have to have your inner googly pupil. That's also approximately circle shape. I don't know why it is not. Circles are not the friends today. And then you gotta ever so lightly shade things. Just widen that little outer edge you now have where the dome is, you have to add slight darkening near the edge to give it the illusion of that higher up lip. And then where it would technically double, you gotta do that again. It's very, very frustrating to do. Especially with something you can't pull as much tones from easily. So, I'm happy to make do. The biggest thing is having super thin contrast lines for googly eyes. That is how you sell depth with them. Because the glass or like casing that's clear over top is so hard to see, but you still have to have that visually there for it to properly be googly eye and not just like circle moving in a circle type level. And that's why even just adding like a hint of depth onto the little moving bit inside just pushes it that much further. The things you learn after staring at googly eyes for 30 hours straight to make a gigantic drawing of them. Oh, I messed up the shape again. Well, it's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna just add another more dark patch on top. Perfect. Alrighty. Wonderful. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, because I've made this way too rough. So now it's directional. I will have to rotate it digitally, but it still looks pretty nice. Yeah, it just sells that little bit of depth. So I'm gonna add very thin baseline here. Oh, come on. You can do it. A little bit more. Yeah. Looks like I can try and hide a little bit of a line in that. Yeah. Okay. I think that sold the googly eye enough. So now we can just have fun with eyebrows. So that's one thing I really love about these type of brush nibbly pens. Drawing hair and eyebrows, it's just, oh. This is just so enjoyable. Yeah, because I tend to just layer and weave bits in together. Because if it has enough sort of hairs going in each little variance of direction, it'll actually look pretty nice if you like digitally sculpt it and move it to shape with warps. Yeah. I like that eyebrow. But I could also have goofily just thick line art eyebrows as well. Because that would also pretty much good fit for this style. Pretty good fit. And then obviously some extra dramatic lines for it. Yeah. I think the face parts are pretty cool. But maybe I should have a more chill, cutesy pupil, just in case. Something more rendered with an ink style line art. Ooh, that bounding line between is really nice. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm actually gonna go with classic connect the shadows of the eye to the top route. And I'll try to build in some highlight shapes. Oh my god, so much ink just spilled. That is a very wet section. I'm scared to work on it. Okay. We will try. Okay, that's pretty classic looking anime-esque style. Not necessarily the ink painting I was thinking, but yeah, that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. It's all like, oh, cute. Yeah. That's the way you do it. And very dainty lines for this one. Oh, not as dainty. Not bad. And I can make a soft nose too. Boop, boop, boop. Soft nose, they say, making it very dark. Ding. Okay. That's not that bad. Still looks like they're terrified, but shh, it's a choice. Oh yeah, that pole worked so well because the ink was wet. Victory. I'm happy with that. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, now I'm gonna make dainty eyebrows too. The dainty eyebrows have gotten less scaled up. They're just kind of eyebrows that exist. Why is it such a curved eyebrow? Well, I mean, that's more normal eyebrow shape, I guess. I forgot about a mouth. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Well, it's fine. And I'll actually make new cheek blushies for this one. Yeah, look at that. Cheek blushies. Okay, let's think about mouth. Because in Live 2D, you gotta do key forming with mouths, and they can be painful. Since I had to physically cut out the last one, I got kind of lazy with it, and it was literally just, it's open, or it's like a 3, like a woo face. And I do like the soft sort of like 3 smile mouth. Like kind of like that. But I think I gotta build this up a bit more. Because it is all about having smooth line work for that type of mouth to work. The simpler it is, the more painful it is to get right. And I'm now slightly dabbing ink, so I gotta be careful of that. Alright. So we're gonna have a soft smile. Yeah, a little soft smile a bit. Woo. A little woo face. I also gotta do because I can digitally cut them and split them to make top and bottom mouth. But I should have open mouths as well. So like a partial open. A classic little tooth grin thing. Yeah, man. it a nicer green. Top tooth grin. Apparently is the answer today. Softer. Sad. Just sad. Warbly warble. Oh, I like woo face. Bump. Pull that way. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm pretty happy with how the mouthness is mouthing. So this is now the style of the ink-esque drawing. Oh goodness. Okay. So most important thing is having cool hair, because we all know cool hair makes or breaks the cool hair vibes. So I'm going to imagine this space as hair circle area. And what that means is I gotta take here, and I have to accurately place hair without having a face, because I need to draw those separate. I'm not sitting and cutting them afterwards, no. So, basically, we have to have imagined face. So I'm not gonna use image resistant blue pencil. I do have that somewhere, but somewhere is not helpful right now. Ooh, yeah, that cool bit at the front of the hair. And then it can be like a bump bump. Yeah, cool hairbang stuff happening. Because what would end up happening with this type of method is I have to most likely do masking layers, kind of, but I have to kind of like remove things. So basically, if I want this to not have like the line of where the actual face goes underneath, I'd have to make this layer above and masks the other layer, except I want it to be that there's no white space, so it's fully line art. And that is not something I can do effectively with masking it. So, that is a solution I will have to resolve at some point. But I think that's a cool little bang bit, and I can just have, I don't know, some side scruff there. There we go. So that's front of bangs. Now, if we think back, I'm going to just move it off to the sides, but I have to have my character keys, the horn fangs of hair. Some sort of interesting thing with the hair going on. So I'm going to round those to be softer, like cat ear buns. Because that is what it's actually based off of. They're based off of cat ear buns. Except there's a method for twirling hair in which you go counter directions in terms of twirls. And you can actually build up horns out of your hair. It's so cool. And that's actually most often how I do hair horns, is a counter twirl that I just kind of have to tack in place. But in order to make these type of buns, I have a structure I put underneath, a little wire frame of cat ears. And then we have to have our side frills, of course. So I gotta make it longer to be like in that section. And I gotta build out a little more bulk in that. Just a hint. Okay, now I will add another section of moving parts for the hair. Because this deserves a long ponytail that like dramatically moves in the wind. But it did need just that little bit more volume up the sides. And so for dramatic ponytail, we'll pretend it's lined up with the back part. But don't want it to be as line work based as this because this is closer at all times, whereas this is further in the wind. So we're just gonna soften up the amount of line work and suggest shape more so, rather than texture shape. But this top part is still probably close enough here that you'll see it at times. So yeah. Yeah, just bulk it out some more. Yeah, I think that's interesting. Kind of reminds me of flames. I can try to structure. I can structure a face shape here. So gotta have our chin bit pull up, and I tend to make chipmunk-esque cheeks. So I just kind of pull the sides and give them an extra soft curve. Oh, this is uneven. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's so uneven. Okay. I mean, this could be used as like a half-turn profile image. Sure, half-turn profile. Wow, look, eyes go here, here, nose. I could doodle draw in that so it's visual. It's able to visibly be understood. Visually. Words, jeez. And I got too close to the line work just to try and illustrate it properly-ish. It's fine. That's so goofy, but the actual face shape, if I cut that, remove all that inner part, it does work. So yay! I didn't entirely mess it up, but I do, as you can tell, add a puff to the cheeks. So it's just soft and more, I mean, more like this rainbow butterfly bean. But yeah, it's just got that soft cuteness to it that makes it less sharp and pointy. Because then it's more like wet. It's just more soft and gentle. Whereas when you have the classic pointy anime chin, it can go in the Yaneko Sugar Girls direction of the chin point is so long it just protrudes out and like will jab you in the face when you walk by because they turn their head. Like it's just so sharp and jarring at times. So I always like to soften the edges a little bit. Though I sometimes will do just the basic point chin. Alright. Chin. Front direction. Take 2. Alrighty, and pull this up at about the same rate. And curve. Still not correct. This is so much more blocky, but it does effectively I don't know, exist is face 9. That's a thing. So, yay. Actually, there's a pretty simple solution to my issue with layering and trying to remove stuff. It could literally be as simple as I keep all the sort of white spaces in, for the most part, aside from cut excess on silhouette, just so that the parts are chopped correctly. And what I instead do is when I'm using the model, I add a filtering layer. You chroma key it to white, so you just get as neutral of a lighting as you can for it. That way, it could totally be line art drawing. That would be cool. So, that might be a problem solved. Wonderful. Because this was not at all the project I thought I was working on today. But, I mean, that's head and hair and stuff done. I'm gonna try to squeak out arms on here. So we got upper arm. And they're gonna look more, not ragdoll-esque, but I mean, that's kind of an upper arm bit. So we have to have the bottom part of that arm. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's really hard to know where to stop the line and where to add them, because you gotta overlap these bits. Because basically this will sit underneath this one will sit over top of that one more. But I still have to have room to divide them and cut them. But that is not smooth shape. Oh, well. That is definitely not a smooth shape. That's alright though. Beautiful. Boink. And then hands. Gotta go. Yeah, now just hand is existing. Womp. I'm not sure what pose for the hands, so just kind of going with outstretched, I guess is the word. Yeah, because it'd be weird to try and use this angle and draw a peace sign. I'm like, ugh. Brain just would not do that. Oh, that actually worked out pretty good, damn. And with the spacing I've left, I can actually make sure they'll fit and line up with each other. Yeah. And then you reverse that for the other arm. Legs is another thing. I will most likely do legs on their sheet, but what I can try to squeeze in is a bit of an upper torso shape here. Because I got that shoulder, which means it's gotta go to a neck, body, spot thing. Yes. Whatever that is. Alright. Okay, so we got a neck spot thing. Let's can rescale this and squish bits as necessary. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pull in body about this. Boop. And it's hard because I wanted to find the shape area that would be the hips without overlapping. So, what I'm gonna do now is take this page and line it up so that the next page is a continuation. So then I can get measurements. As I spread ink. Oh jeez. Let me clean this line. Clean up your lines. There we go. Okay, so I want to make hipness for that segment fit there. So hip. There we go. So I got a kind of hip brace shape. And then what I'd have overlapping this to an extent is then the legs. So now we gotta go leg bone. Womp. Or thigh bone? I don't know what you want to call this part. Yeah, because I didn't remember which side I attached the knees to. I think the answer is, in fact, the top part keeps the upper knee and the bottom part slides behind. Next, and that will go boop behind that. Oh, sorry, I mean to. Alright. But yeah, like, see that kind of fits one side. And I just gotta clean up the lines a little bit more. And we can have foot. Womp womp. And people can see my awful foot drawing skills. I don't know what it is about feet. I just can't. They just don't like me. They don't like me like that. And a big toe would go big word. Oh, that honestly was a lot less painful than usual. Hooray! Yeah, I think that toe should be more that way. Foot arch up. Hint more. There we go. Yes, that's side foot. Oh, the pain of facing forward foot. Okay. The toe. I don't know. Next toe. Other toe. More toes. There's still another toe out there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna build in that segment. Womp. I don't know, it's kind of, well, I didn't quite do the best of job. It is what it is. Wait. Oh, it's so scrunkly. I was trying to add the built down below the ankle here, and it's just gone out of, that shouldn't even be where the ankle is. Shh. It's fine. It's a choice. They have special ankles. I don't know. This went terribly, as expected. But hey, the feet are done. Alright, cool hoodie time. Big frog eyes. I should not have attached that, but that's okay. The frog eyes don't have to move. They can just be cool and dramatic. Yeah, because what I can do is pop layer forward, pop layer back. So usually what you gotta do is a front of hood and a back of hood. So you can like pop it down, pop it up. Excellent, excellent. Very frog. Oh, I can switch it back to BGM. I hit magic numbers. Hell yeah, Bitman. Good, okay. Yeah, and then when hood's down, it can be like. And then it goes on to capelet. So I actually need to have a closure across. Bump. And then we're just gonna fill in that thing. So we got closure across for capelet. Goes shoulder area. And I'm just going to do full fanning out of the capelet. So I think that will probably make it easier to digitally animate and warp. But any old textural bits I want in the lines of this capelet, I have to add in advance. Yeah, it's a cool capelet bit. And other things include the top. Top's pretty simple. It's gonna have the gathery drag center bit. Womp womp. That kind of works. I don't know why there's that fold in there, but it's fine. Yeah, that's a bit of a top. Well, pull that up. Yes, there we go. Perfect. And that will have less movement than most of the other parts. Pants are super important, so we gotta have the overall bits. I didn't have to make two, but it's fine. Oh, let's add the little, yeah. Now I know the basis I did not have these little bits, but my pants I was talking about do, and I'm like, it's kind of cool. So, that works. Alrighty, and then we gotta have big flowy pants, so I'm basically going to work on how the pants work. They are big. Well, I ran out of room, so they are big skirts for your legs. Dual skirt. Yo, that looks really cool. And I will actually make a second pant leg because I want some variation in that. Because if it is perfectly symmetrical for that type of thing, it'll look kind of boring. And just that extra bit of work and adding variety will make it so much better. That was fun. And I can cinch that in digitally. Okay. That is pretty much all the outfit, aside from arm cuff, which I can make. Bump, bump, bump. Because arm cuff would be drafted as kind of like a long arm sleeve thing like Miku wears. You know, weird arm cuff things the Vocaloids always wore. Or at least in the classic type Miku days. Yeah, it's basically like that. It's like an arm tube sock bit. And then we're just going to add a simple little cinch onto it of some sort of bow. And then we can make... Oh, no, I don't want them attached. Well, they can be attached. And they can be the ends that I furrow about. Yeah, that works. So that's the tails for the bow. So we were going to have arm cuff on the other side. Yes, just a straight cuff rather than a sleeve. So this is the sleevey version. It'll get pulled in and contorted. But the other one is just little cuff bands with bow. And same kind of thing. I'm gonna make the bow a bit separate for the tails. Yeah. Wrong side. I just drew it this side. Haha, yeah. Nope, I'm losing my mind. Directionally challenged. But yeah, that's like everything aside from that other little cape cloak, which isn't entirely necessary. But I mean, nearly got all of it done, so wow. Cape cloak. Alright. Whoop whoop whoop. Frills, spills. Don't forget to pay all them bills. Yes. Perfection. Put the circles in. And continues back up. So then this gets mirrored. So what I'm gonna do is essentially go like this. And then I pull this down because it pulls out from the body's form a bit, because it's just a big circle. And then you pull it back down. And what goes here is the belt. But I mean, I can put this part of the belt on so that we already know it's cinched. But just like before, I'm gonna add the knot and the tie is separate. Yeah, because another big stylistic piece for this, in the enjoyment of this type of materiality for making art, is Fog Hill 5 Elements. Oh, the animation on that is gorgeous. Well, yeah, I think that's all of those parts. Yeah, I'll probably do some more doodles and sketches on there. So, going back to the original goal, it was supposed to be nice mermaid outfitty thing, I guess. Paper doll version 2. So, that is something that I need to do still. Oh goodness, I smacked the table. Water break. Okay. Alright, perfect. So, I think, once again, eyeballs is up first. Because you gotta have the cute little eyeballs. So, what color should we do? I warn you, some of the colors are kind of deceiving. Like, this is not the color I ever expected to be. Like, okay, digitally it looks similar, but like, this is more burgundy, like it's a deeper magenta, and this is like Barbie pink, and I'm like, why? But that's okay. Alright, so we got the inner part, and then I'm gonna go yellow. Because then I'll get that blend. This is more of an orange yellow. And is slightly pulling that inner color out. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Boom. Next, we're gonna pull an actual yellow bit. Just pull in that section. And we transition to green very quickly. Which blue? This blue. And then we gotta go blurple, bluey purple. Because this one is, it should be more periwinkle, but it always feels purple to me. Whereas like a true periwinkle, I'm like, no, this is the never-ending argument. Is it blue? Is it purple? I like that. And we're actually gonna grab Barbie. Like, this is more like, not hot pink Barbie, but this is like just light pink Barbie. Maybe I'm thinking of like the color scheme of the old Barbie website. I feel like they used to have it like a cooler pink. Maybe it's the modern day one, it's the cool pink instead of the hot pink. I don't know. All I'm saying is I want the old Barbie website back. They had some bopping games. Like, I could add decorative, like, pretty sparkly beads into a pony's hair for hours. And now it's just like, no, you're obviously like the horse girl trainer rider thing. I don't know. I want classic dress-up games back. Because being a dress-up person in real life is expensive. And apparently, I'm sorry, microphone. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. I smacked him, I didn't mean to. And yeah, this is coming from someone who just has an abundance of peculiar fashions and outfits. And even I'm just like, that's still not enough to get my dress-up fix. See, this is why I resort to making digital models and clothes, apparently. To an extent. Mostly it's just a little more versatile and freeform. Because I can make entirely impractical outfits. And it's like, yes, they work, hooray! But you can't have that jellyfish or whatever floating around in a skirt in real life. That's expensive and difficult to construct. And I don't know how well you can guarantee the jellyfish's safety, so don't think that's what I'm looking for. Oh, this is the same orange, huh? I really thought that was going to be a different color. Well, pink! Yes, pink is the answer. And we're actually going to bring in some pink from the edges. know, compared to the stark, like, seriousness of the previous eyeball, this is, like, absolute playful, fun chaos. But there's method to the madness. No, I don't have a blending marker. How dare. Okay, so there's no method to the madness. We gotta fix this, actually. Oh dear. I have to blend these by hand, and that is not what I thought I was gonna be doing, so... Well... this is the choice. Which, it's honestly not too bad, because there's a lot of colors I can go through. Since it's rainbow. But at the same time, it's like, because it's every single color, I have to make sure I don't hit the complementaries together. Otherwise, it just goes all neutrals and muck. And that is not the... I got pink in the white space. Ah, jeez. Sometimes I'm just like, how? How do you manage this? All the times I'm like, no, this has just been the precedent for years. There's no fix on this at this point. I simply must expect, have the foresight, and foresee that I will spill water all over myself constantly. Well, not constantly, it's just when I drink water. I don't know what I've done. But it is not a normal day if I have not been in the same room as Craven and, like, poured my drink down myself at least 5 times. And that's just when I'm in the same room as Craven. Like, it's so bad. I've actually done well today. I haven't managed to miss my mouth. Because it's not me simply just pouring it down. It's like, no, I have my mouth open. Water is supposed to go in. And it hasn't, and I don't understand. Well, that's just because I end up half alert and half awake, and I'm just like, water is near me. Grabs bottle and just chugs it back. I don't even look, I don't pay attention, I just see that there's a bottle and I pick it up and I pour it in my mouth. And I'm like, no, you have to actually think and look where you're going. What does this one look like? Oh, it's slightly different blue. Well, this one's actually purple. Ow! Purple. I thought Florple of all colors would be my friend. But no, you pitted the paper against my hand. Can I bring in the pink to the front bit here? Like... he's just gonna fight me. He's just gonna fight me. Is there a magical thing known as a gel pen in here? No? There is! Oh my gosh! Yes. Gel pen. Be my savior. Add highlights back. Yes! Well, this is a jelly roll? Oh no, it's an uni ball. Signal. Board. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Most of the jelly rolls, like, I had multi-packs of them, and they just refused to cooperate. And I was like, why? And even some of the gel pens at times, like, colored gel pens, not an issue. Just the pure white one, it's like, no, I refuse to cooperate. And I'm like, So, I don't know what it was. So maybe I can add in some purple. Yes, the hint of purple. Oh wait, no. Neon blue. Wait, let me test this. Let me be smart. Yeah, it's more neon-y blue. Yes. Ding. Ding. Yes. Excellent neon bluing. And then I can go that. Boom. Diagonal. Boom. Another diagonal. And side. Two side. Excellent. Bump, bump. Okay, I do like that little bit of depth. I thought that this was not going to be salvageable, but honestly, I'm pretty happy. Damn. My plan was just to use a nice, like, blending stub thing and make the colors go smooth, cool. But that was not the case because it was not in the bag, or if it is in the bag, it's clear and I can't see it. Yeah. That's a cool pupil. What color eyelashes should I have? Well, I mean, is nose gonna be the orange or the pink? Oh, this nose is so cute. But I want it slightly more pink. What about this color? What if I combine them? Oh, yep, combining is the winner. These are the colors. That's a cute little nose. Oh. Well, I actually did update the nose. So maybe this just can be a decoration bit. Because I do like the new nose. Yay! So, eyelashes. Is this pink gonna be coral? No, that's not. Wow. I mean, these are already kind of coral. And I already had them coral. So we're gonna go with this pink instead for eyelashes this time. So that way coral can be like the blush. Oh, it's a little too extreme. Too extreme. But, I mean, not bad, not bad. What I could do is pull that. Yeah, there we go. Then pull 1, 2, 3. Pink. Here. Wait. Yeah. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. Ding. And then I have to do the top lid. But I'm not gonna squeak it in there, so. Oh, I gotta fix the shape. Here we go. Yay! Alright, top lid. Ooh, I gotta try and keep the edges a little more clean. Yeah, that's one thing, is these nibs get a little more beat up, so It is harder to get clean edges. They're nice and precise like the previous brush nib. But I do enjoy working with Tombos still. I love my Tombos, mostly just because pastel rainbow colors. Yeah, I like that lid. Okay. I mean, it's not quite even in tone, but that's the charm of markers at times. Alright, what else have we gotta make? We gotta do the mouse again. Alright, mouse time. The mouths are going to be this pink. So I have whoop. Yeah, because actually this time I can place the mouse over top digitally, so it's not the pain of the paper. Boom. Partially open. Wow. Big yap. I mean, almost as well. Boom. 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 I mean, you can like make it sad too. Sad bean. I don't quite trust me to get the sad bean mouth right by warping, because I like to smooth happies and then I like to sharpen the sad, like whoop. Yeah. Like my frozen face. It looks kind of like more grumpy and pointed. It's angry. It screams, "How dare you? I am Teddy Bear." What? Yeah, okay. I'm happy with the shapes now. So then it's just figuring out the tones. Because I could have teeth. I should roll a pointy tooth, yes. Wink. Womp. That is so cute. And I can make separate pointy tooth just in case I need to add something. Blink. Oh, I know, I shouldn't have made the top, but... Blink. Make tooth extra long so that it can be chopped as needed. It's like, blink. Yes! Tooth. Excellent. Alright. Interior mouth. So that means I can actually go darker. So if I had, do I want the tongue this color or the bottom this color? I don't know yet. Because if I review my options, we have that. I don't think that does it. I think it's going to be that color, which was... Yeah, it's going to be the darker one. So if I go along this line... Bump. I don't mind this. Of course, what I really should have been doing is making a separate top and bottom lip part instead of trying to do cut and paste mouths again, but you live and you learn. Yeah, because what I want to do is shift the upper color. But I want it blurple. Has to be more blurple. I neutralized it too much. Which means I need the medium pink. think that's the winning combo. I think the opposite is the winner. I think tongue be this color. Let's just make a big tongue shape color blob. Let's work the smart way, not the hard way. Ding. Blomp. Look at that mouse. I swear it's not this bright. What if I... Yeah, okay, there we go. Like, it's not as neon pink as it looks, okay? So, yeah. There we go. It still looks so neon in the camera, but it's fine. Perfect. Okay. Got the beans. Throat goal. Ow! Oh, what are... Go. Spilling water from the lid doesn't count because that wasn't me failing to sip it properly. The lid just has water in it, and I don't know why. Okay, so... Tooth? Yes. Mouthing. It exists. Okay, I think it's probably majority of the mouth forms I'll need. Hair and ears. That is something I definitely have to redo. So let's do an ear in here. Bump, bump. Okay, now the ears are the purples. Purple. At least they were originally. So, we're going with purple. So, we're going to not do the fins right away, because I'd like to actually separate them to make a translucency. Blink. Purple. And I will make the fluff separate, so make the purple. I'm gonna do a base fill of purple. Gonna add some purple gradient. Yeah, look at that. Already nice light shading in the purple. Now, ooh, okay. This is more pigmented purple. Just doing like that. Which is fine for adding small little line bits here and there. But... hello? Oh no. Wow. That was a thing. Technology briefly went kaboom. That was spooky. Yeah, weird. Maybe the internet is grumpy today. But that's okay. You're alright, internet. There. Pet. Yeah, the soft little, like... That's not a word. But, yes. Wonderful, anyways. Ooh, excellent. Bum, bum, bum. I love this ear. It's very nice. And I can actually reuse that ear because I can just add the little bits and bobs separate. Work smarter, not harder. Haha. I'm gonna try and reverse do the fins. Because I can't overlay them and I don't have the space to go that way. So we'll see if they worked. Secret trick to drawing with markers. speed is key. So if you have to fill in a broad area, and you want to have like difference in the specific parts, but then graphic flats, you have to work quickly and have good pressure control. It can be frustrating. And the type of papers can really make a difference with markers as well. So I've used Copics and like regular, like half-decent paper sketchbooks, and there is such a difference between that and like a bleed-proof type paper and stuff that's like more almost plastic-esque. The texture, for one, is really cool, but just like doing transitions between things and everything, it just looks so much nicer. One thing I didn't know is that marker drawings actually are highly unarchivable. Like, even just in terms of brightness. Because, like, I can understand to an extent, like, oh yeah, like, it's hard to archive, it's not the archival paper, blah, 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 and the bond to it. But no, like, just the pigments themselves, like, they died down so much over the years. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't realize that. Jewelry bits! That could be a jewelry bit. Cat's gonna have some cool earrings. I think bringing the mint, because this should be this color region. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna contrast pink with the mint. That's the plan. So I want some sort of base piece. Let's go with like, so it can be like the star. That can be the base stud part. No, squish the little green in the... Oh, that didn't quite go as planned. But that's okay. I mean, they're blended together kind of cool. But I'm gonna have to support it with the blue at this point, because this green is so light. What? Oh, is it just the nib being angry? I don't know. Like, he's greening, but not how we'd had hoped. Alright, let's do green first, pink center. I think that'll do better. And maybe use the lighter pink. Yeah, we'll tone it down. Yeah, that's a much better. Too much of a jump. Yeah, that's a cute little stud. And what we'll do is we will have little chain bits that will whoop, whoop, whoop. And then it can have bubbles! Oh my gosh, bubbles is obviously the correct choice. Beach-themed bubbles. And it's now going to be a mess to try and detangle from the other bit, but shh, it is fine. Okay, I do have to try and carry through a light pink. So maybe I can get like this pink in. Yeah, okay, we're getting a little tone of pink in there. And then we just have to add a very mild yellow. This might be too bright. Yeah, a little brighter than I'd intended. And we add a hint of the green counter to that for the bubble. Like pull it with the yellow. I do have to add more of the pinkly peach. That is the wrong pinkly peach. Oh goodness. It's too dark, too dark. Yeah, because I now have to jump basically back to that color to pull in that pink highlight bit. But I mean, they'll be cool little bubbles. Bubbles are great. I know you can hardly see what on earth I made for the bubbles, but that's okay. We got this. Them bubbling. I will move them up so you can see. I'm just gonna add little highlight sprinkles. Okay, that'll be a pain to cut. That's alright. Oh, I can't get this fine enough. That's okay. I can bind it. And I go up here. Yeah, I'm trying to do a proper little gemstone inlay pattern. But I forget how you have to cross-cut jewels. I'm just gonna subdivide again. Hello, Squinge. I think I've said your name right. Hello! Welcome to This Has Not Been What I Was Intending to Work On. We started with the planning of this. So, revamping the model to be beachy and mermaid themed because fish is apparently this week's thing. I don't know why it had to be fish again, but fish it is. However, I found my nice little, like, brush nib, and I was like, ooh, ideas. Ink drawing VTuber, and, like, silhouette walkthrough papers. So, yeah, that instead became what happened. So, we got ink drawn outfits, and basically all the piecemeal parts to make a new VTuber, but not what I was supposed to be working on. Because colorful rainbow marker revamp was the choice of what made sense. But I still love this eyeball. Look at that. It's so cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna have fun with that later. But right now we're trying to do this bean. So got the new pupils or pupilin. And I'm just adding more jewelry bits because I'm not going to painfully put the pieces on top this time. No more cutting about. Because I'm not sitting and cutting this out of paper. No, it's painful. But it is hard to see. And it's so nice. Camera, you gonna be nice? No. Slightly nice. That's just about focal length. Yeah. So. Got facely bits mostly done. But I'm probably gonna just do kind of outfits and details. And leave it at that. Because I don't want to fight with all the shapes again. But yes, the ears going well. So I have basic drooply earrings, but I need the upper helix piece that I always add in. I just don't know what to do for the colors. Wait, this yellow. This one was a fun yellow. So, if it's beachy, then I was about to go eyeball again. Brain defaults to googly eye. No, think of something other than a googly eye. I mean, it could just be a bubble. It's gonna be a googly eye. We knew it was gonna be a googly eye. But this one's gonna be more cartoonish googly eye. And then I can add the softer yellow. Give me the soft yellow. Yeah. Wonderful soft yellow. With a hint, the peach might push it too far. But we will take the risk. But yeah, for the most part, just chill, work along stream. Trying to do the RG updates. And I got more things to figure out later, because Instagram decided to be frustrating. We'll leave it at frustrating. Wait, no. This eyeball needs to shine. Yes. Excellent. Shining eyeball. Oh, come on, Joe Pen. You can do it. Jelly penny thing. Really? What? You were fine earlier. Oh, there's a hint of return. Yes. Ding. And then I can add the highlight along the edge so that we know there's a googly eye frame bit. Yeah, it's kind of googly eye-esque again. Though the camera will refuse to show it because it's so light. Will this make it? No. Well, it was either have too much shadows or not enough light, so we picked our battles. But that should be most of the face parts. So, let us then do the not bodysuit. Let's do the little, like, hands, wristy cuff things. I always forget what those are called. I know there's been many a raging storms in the Lita community of, like, those are so Ita, destroy them with fire. But, like, they can be kind of cute. I think blue is going to be the answer. Soft blue. So, soft blue for the wrist cuffs. And I'm just going to upscale them so it's easier to cut digitally and stuff, and just get more crisp details on the lace work. So I'm going to go with probably a scallop edge. Three scallop. Add a hint of a side scoop to each side, because that just gives the extra bit of depth for the model. But what I really want, and I forgot these had a fine nib, it's all about the cutouts. So the cutouts are going to be diamondy sparkles. And this will connect to the edge of the scallop to have another diamond shape. Yeah, that's a lot better. Because what I can do from there is have it go into a heart, but only on the scallop parts. And I'll then shift the hue to purple for the shadow, because I don't have quite the right blue jump in between. And I'll actually make the heart part pink, because instead of it being a cutaway in a lace, it can actually be an embroider into on top, because it can be partially solid mesh. We aspire to bring back the days in which people knew what jabots and cravats were, and how to steam their ties. Or, I guess, starch their ties to make it a cravat, but alas. Nowadays is just the battle to see if people can wear their uniforms correctly. Alas, I heard a story the other day of someone who went to an old boys' school and they had uniforms, and the ultimate form of haha, I'm going to punk you and troll you was you take their tie off and see if they can actually get it back on by themselves and retie it, or if they'll get in trouble for not having the proper uniform dress code followed. I never knew that was such a fight. What more does this need? Green. Green is the answer. Okay, I like the green bits. Add that there. And I'm gonna shift it back to yellow. Soft yellow. Soft yellow. Avoid hitting the purple. Do not blend the complements. We'll put some lines across, do some hatching. Perfect. Okay, so I like the cuff, and I think for the bow, we have to go with that hint of brighter pink. This is, yeah, that's a medium tone. So I'm gonna make bow center, pull the side, whoop, and whoop. Consistent pull through. Doop-a-doop. Oh, and soft, kind of like seashells. I mean, seashells probably would have been a more beachy choice, but I think the bows are just going to be adorable. And I have the little tails coming out. Bump. Okay, the tail did not need to be that big, but they're cute. So yes, it's winning. Bing boop boo boo. Boop a doop a doo. Like that. I do want to pull in some shadowing. Bump, bump. Yeah, I think the bow is certifiably bow. So maybe I should do the joints. I think that's going to be the part that decides the visual direction the most. Because I do want it based off of classic fasteners for dull joints. So, I think central is going to be yellow. And then we'll combine something in the middle. Central, coming out from that axis, we have the orange. Do the cardinal directions. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's shiny, it's cool. And now it needs to have something in between. Pink is the winner. Pink is the winner. And I'm gonna just connect it all with the pink. Because I think that will make it look less impractical. As impractical as a paper person can be. And I gotta even this out. Alrighty. That's more even. This needs to be pulled forward more. And that needs to be pulled forward. That's better. Although that one has the interior one you see still, but crystal powers. I can just pull that inner shape again throughout all to make it more like a cut crystal gem. Haha! And that could be almost more flower petal-esque. But let's put this orange back in the middle. And then pull it all together with the yellow. The power of blending. Spectacular. Though it does need some sort of outline. Okay, pink is the answer again. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Blink, blink, blink. I like the other heart. Yeah, that area is still wet. But that's a pretty cool joint. I'm happy with that. Water. Glunk, glunk. No, there was like no water in there. Oh dear. Squeaky squeak. Alright. I think face parts, that is done. Now it's the battle of hair. I like both hair designs. So. Oh, wait, I gotta do cheeks. I gotta make you cheeky blush. Yes. Cheek blush. Okay, to be soft, squishable. I was supposed to say squirrel. That is. That is not a squirrel. I'm not a squirrel. But cheeky blush. Is it so soft? Yeah. And I can add like little pink heart highlights. No, that's gonna be too bright of a pink. This one. That's too light of a pink. Okay, the other one was the one. My bad. I tried to experiment. But I can add this lighter pink in here. Yeah, just a little tonal variation to it. Yeah. Happy with that. Happy with that. I do love the ears though. But I think the main thing now is hair. Hair is the next big to-do. Because I think even the doll joint can be reused for the central part. Yeah. And I'm still totally undetermined on shoes. Which means it's hair battle time. What hair is the winning ticket? Fishbowl or eyeball? I think fishbowl was the eventually. For now, it's eyeball. Alright, so. Eyeball hair. Hair is rainbow colors, of course. We have the purples. We have the also kind of purple. We have blue. We have lightning blue. We got the very mint. We might, well, actually have green as this green. Green. If necessary, I will use this green, but unlikely. We got just peach. Wait, no, yellow is supposed to go in between. I can't colors. Then we got Pinkland. Welcome to I refuse to pick a single hair color. So, all the color was the answer. Alrighty. So, ponytail. Front part is always this half of colors. Back part is always the cool colors. With some slight mixing. So, set the back part aside. We're going to do the front first. Because front has the staple, side twirly whirly bits. And I always like to start with the lighter color for that, so yellow. Twirly whirly bits. I am so sorry if I smacked your microphone, son. I'm sorry, Bean. Alright, that's one long bean that you can hardly see. So let me grab some more yellow. Oh, yes. Perfect. Mix that in so you can actually see it now. And then orange is going to come in here immediately and pull that part. It's going to spin around, come back to the front. And we're also going to add in the pinks. You gotta have a bit of pink blended in here. And this is the lightest pink. My goodness, that's pretty bright for the lightest pink. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of twirl it and snake it around in with all these colors. Bump. That's actually pretty cool looking. So I was gonna push the pinks more, but I think not. I think you just gotta consolidate these parts here. Oh, heck yeah, that's cool. I love that. And I will pull just a hint more of this color. And I can pull some of this orange through in parts. I can use the little boop-de-boop. Just to give it a little more texture. Perfect. Because then I can throw some texturing there. Soften that edge just a bit more so the hair is a little more flowy and less static. Yeah. And I gotta do the same with the pink. Just a hint more. Yes, that's a pretty good curl. And I do want variation, so I will do a different curl for the other side. So I don't need these pinks. That's what we've determined. Blump, blump. Alrighty. So, wrong yellow. I need the light yellow. Okay, light yellow. Let's make this one more bouncy. Yeah. Bouncy, bouncy. That way this could be like the longer, and this is the short. So there's options. And I would bring up the lighting a bit, adding this one in. I like to keep it a little loose and messy. Because that means when we layer in the other parts, we can pull the shape one way or another. And hair does not sit like shellacked bricks. So it makes sense for it to be more playful and stuff. And you can kind of twist the colors around each other, which in all actuality is really difficult with how most hair is arranged for color sections when dyeing. There we go. Pull that over. And yeah, this one didn't blend as well as I had hoped. But, I mean, it haired. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull that in more. It's interesting for sure. But definitely the first one turned out better. So let's see about evening them up in a sense. Because first off, we're going to consolidate the inner part. Add some more blonde at the bottom. Pull this lighter color to the sides in some areas still. So I think that's the biggest confusion. It's switching back and forth too much. And it needs a clearer line. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, at this point I think the answer is consolidate the orange. Let's see if I can consolidate the pink just a little more. Pulling that through. Yeah. It's resolved. It's not that bad. Still love that one more. It's clearer in the direction of the design. So, those are the side bubbles. We gotta do the bangs. They need to be floofy. I'm actually gonna pull in some of the green for this. I think that would be a good twist. So, pull in the front bit. Boop. And I'm just gonna build the shape up with the yellow because it's very soft and minute. It won't be all that noticeable. And the green, we're gonna pull in with this first bang. So I want it to blend together with those two. And also slide in with more bits from the back because these bangs are pulled farther back forward. Though it looks kind of like some abstract version of corn. But that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the orange back over here. We're going to try and pull this underneath. Pink will sit right on top of that. Now we just have to augment the layers so that everything is in order. It makes sense. Next, we're going to take the pink and we're going to start to add it in, just to clarify the different segments. Hold this underneath. So one yellow one goes over top really well. We have a hint of pink spiraling underneath this layer. And that just consolidates the yellow because it's pretty light. And in here with this orange, we will have transition to pink again. Whoa! Sorry, microphone, I didn't mean to smack you, one. Pull some of the pink through the orange. Perfect. And just a hint of undercut pink. Yeah. And now we got our in-between yellow, which pushes the yellow a little more orange colored. Which helps a lot because the yellow is so light otherwise. And it just adds a little more tonal variance to the orange-pink combo. Helps blend them. And I'm going to add the light yellow into the green a bit more in spots. Because it needs more definition as well. Especially right there. Pull back to the green. Doop-de-doop. There we go. I'm just going to pull that a little more blue. It is supposed to be heading towards the back. In terms of base hair for the character, we'll probably go with just, I don't know, kind of a base blondish band at the front. This will all kind of get pulled into that one way, shape, or form, especially with the side bits. I'm gonna go lighter yellow and just kind of do a rainbow pull from there. So essentially we're gonna go with purple. Purple pull this side. Jump down bluey purple. Right to the soft blue. Green. Pull back the orange yellow. Orange. And the pink. Fanfiction. Lovely. And just pull them all into sort of this shadow band. And pull each one over into the previous a little bit. I will pull the lighter yellow back in. And I'm gonna put a hint of dark purple at the end. There we go. And if we add just the soft yellow at the front bit, it'll just make it nicer to try and kind of blend this in as the hair base. And last but not least, we've got, I guess, a ponytail. Alright, I'll use the second half of the color wheel. Got the greens. Blues. The purples. I refuse to change purples. Although purple is the best color. Alright, so just like before, we're gonna take our green and we're gonna go green, the lightest green, make up the twirly band. Lovely. Got kind of a base shape going on here. Bump. Boop, 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 bump. Alright, now we're gonna go blue route. Lock in a clearly blue section. And just keep pulling that sort of section down. Same with the purple. Locking in this purple section. Pulling it around and down. Now, main thing with this is we have a very bright blue, so that's how we're going to pull stuff together. So basically, we now got to go in with our base green, and we just gotta kind of touch it up. Build the direction, movement. I will have to manually cut that bit, but that's okay. I am going to attempt to add in this more earthy green, just to help with, oh, that's really dark already. Okay, so this can only be to help define some lines from here, because it is just so powerful. I already have to instantly kind of tone it down with the mega blue. And we have a stronger purple too, so that will help. But yeah. In between bluey purple, yes. Bring us your purple power. Not talking about no Thanos power, no. The purple power is just being best pretty color. This purple's great. Yeah, alright, we're getting somewhere. Now, we've got these blue outliers that mostly sit to this side, but they're very soft. So, we need to add a hint more blue this way. That just balances things a little bit more. So what we can do to help the green sections is add a sprinkling of yellow. Just bring up some color at points, and it just makes it so much easier to work with. Alright, now we're gonna go back to our super light purple. Sorry, the microphone friend. We're just gonna pull that around more. Combine it with the blue just for a little extra oomph. Because it just gives it more credibility that the blue is there. And so is a small contingency of purple. And what we do now to help this green more is add in the big blue. Just make some more corrections to the flow of the hair and movement. Yeah. Pretty hair space bun-ish. Well, I mean, it's not the space bun, it's just hair. But what will pull this all together is just a nice little nod to the other colors and a small offshoot strand. And then we'll pull in that orange. And the pink. And you just gotta pull in the other colors where it overlapped a bit more. And boom, we got some hair. I'm decently happy with those hair parts. Pretty darn happy. I think that is what we shall call it for the live drawing work along. Yeah, because I have most of the base parts done. And I have the experiments to do for the ink drawing model, of course. But I gotta figure out some of the conditional rigging stuff first. That is the highest priority in terms of that. Because I might have the thing, but if I can't make the thing from the thing, then there's no point in continuing to make the thing. So let me check foundations, get them all working. But yeah, I still love these little eyeball, happy eyeballs. So I believe we successfully managed to get some cool arty stuff done. I think work was completed. We planned. We brought some of those plans to life. That's such a good eyeball. We got hair and bits. Yeah. Goofy clothing. And we brought in the color, the rainbows. The glitz, the glam, it's a happy heart eyeball. Man, I can't figure out the focal length for this camera thing. But that's alright. And we got the nice rainbow hair. So, oh no, I think it has been successful. So yeah. We shall leave with a big eyeball. An eyeball a day keeps eyeballing. Well, thought it would work, but apparently not. So, Google it. Alright, time to get back to the slog of refill water bottle, consume fluid, and then deal with other back end stuff. Have a lovely day. Bye. Boop, boop, boop.